I'm joined in the booth here with Matt Mayfield. Matt, welcome to the booth.
Thanks, Dave. It's great to be here at the World Championships, our third year here at Brookhaven Country Club. Cannot wait for this men's doubles match.
This should be a interesting match here with CJ Klinger and JW Johnson facing against Chris Haworth and Haworth Bhatia.
Yeah, I mean, it's an intriguing matchup. Definitely Johnson and Klinger come in as huge favorites here, but Haworth and Bhatia are definitely a team to look out for on the PPA Tour.
Game
you know,
one.
Haworth Bhatia, the #1 Indian player in the world, just recently signed with the PPA Tour, so this is one of his first PPA tournaments in the States. It'd be great to see him on grandstand court.
That one goes long.
Really a great first rally for Haworth and Bhatia. You wouldn't expect them to come here and dink with JW and CJ Klinger, but to come out on top in that rally is huge for their confidence. Wow.
That was he unloaded both barrels of the gun on that one to drive that one, and JW was on it, but it was well long on the counter. Oh, that one's going long, but Haworth could not lay off of it.
JW really setting that up, getting those high balls off his backhand punch that we know JW is his signature shot. Cannot leave anything high to JW's backhand.
Side out.
I certainly wouldn't recommend leaving anything high to his forehand either, but both sides are pretty deadly.
Yeah, the margin for error here for Haworth and Bhatia is going to be very small.
And that one's too high, and CJ puts it away right through the middle. I know last week in Vegas, Haworth and Chris ran up against the youngsters, Andre Mercado and Thomas Shimabukuro, and got swept in 2 games by the 14 and 15-year-olds. So they're looking to do a little better in this tournament.
Poor choice from CJ on that attack. And yeah, the Vegas tournament, Chris and Haworth did not play that well, but Haworth had just flown a 24-hour flight from India. He arrived the night before the tournament, so definitely some jet lag got to Haworth in Vegas 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think I called that match, his mixed doubles match, and I thought he looked pretty strong overall, probably after getting over that jet lag. I also saw him in his mixed. He actually had to go through the qualifiers, so he played in the qualifiers in mixed to get into the mixed side of the draw.
Second, third.
And they're definitely trying to work the ball to JW's backhand at times. Sometimes you see teams play him soft to his backhand, but that one was just too high, and JW is going to put that away.
Side out.
Going for that same spot, just misses it wide.
1-2-1. Point.
And unfortunately, that's just one aspect of Chris's game that he's still working on. He is going to pop up dinks occasionally. It is
2-2-1.
2-2.
Second, third.
Great playing from Haworth Bhatia, creating some offense against such a tough team. A nice rally from him. I actually talked to Haworth Bhatia in the bathroom yesterday. He told me he sprained his ankle. Was not feeling good yesterday at all, but he seems fine right now.
Nice attack there by Haworth. Yeah, CJ and JW, they're a seasoned team. They're the #4 seed for a reason. We've seen both the number 3 seed and number 2 seed on this very court today, and they look dominant. So
2-2-2.
let's see how Klinger and Johnson can do in this match. See if they can keep dominant with these top 5 teams.
Side out.
You know, Matt, it's also interesting with some of these players who have more of a singles pedigree, with like somebody like Chris Haworth moving to the doubles side, and like you said, it takes a lot longer to get the doubles game down than singles, especially if you come from the tennis background. So Chris is still adjusting to the doubles game. Certainly a top 5 singles player.
Point.
Yeah, and some players may never get there. Some of it is just innate ability, but Chris Haworth definitely
3-2-1.
A great player to watch on tour with the power that he can bring.
Second serve.
Very rare miss from CJ Klinger, usually so good at those defensive resets.
3-2-2.
And Chris has to do more with that ball when he's leaning over the kitchen. Now, he gave JW a very attackable ball, and then his partner got
4-2-2.
bagged. 4-2.
Side out.
Great play in there. So that just looks like a couple dinks, but really they're being very strategic. So the first dink was soft to JW's backhand. The next one was to the middle, and then they got an attackable ball off that. So they're moving the ball around, but they're also playing it soft to JW's backhand, and that really works at times. Huge serve from Chris Haworth. Definitely has one of the bigger serves on tour.
3-4-1. Second serve.
Yeah, it's definitely both a hard and heavy serve. You can just kind of feel the weight of that serve close up. Wow, that was unlucky off the net, but CJ was there to put it away with his forehand. Got by Armand there on the sideline. And we are at 2-2. Back to the 1.
4-3.
Was it 4-3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the scoreboard does not seem to be keeping up.
Point.
So tough to defend, even though you know that it's coming. Everybody in the building knew JW was going to attack that backhand flick. Still couldn't defend it.
5-3-1.
And it is 5-3 here on the 1.
Point.
And Armand Bhatia trying to backhand dink with JW Johnson. It doesn't go his way. We're getting to see Armand Bhatia in his second or third professional pickleball tournament in the United States, but definitely a player that has so much potential. Chris's forehand dink has been way too high throughout this match, and that has been the difference.
All right, welcome back to the Genius Bank Pickleball World Championships. We're in game 1 of this match.
Wow.
Nice lob.
Go.
That one's going to go deep.
Point.
These are great rallies. I know it looks slow at times, but this is really the highest level of men's doubles. And Bhatia and Haworth hanging in some of these long dinking rallies is a really good sign.
Oh, that's a beautiful earning there by CJ Klinger. I've been impressed. I mean, like I said, I watched Armand Bhatia play in Vegas, and He has really, really good
10-3-1.
technique. You can see that on his dinks. He's got really good form, almost, almost Ben Johns like the way he does his dinks. So he's obviously been well
Point
trained.
game. Change in.
That's a quick game there. Welcome back to the Genius Bank Pickleball World Championships. We're at the start of game 2 here.
Game 2. Time in.
Chris
0-0-2.
Haworth serving to CJ Klinger.
All right, so that's a cross-court speed up that CJ Klinger is known for having top-tier hands in the game, and Chris is going to have to avoid going cross-court with those.
Zero, 0-1.
Wow, that was nice
Second
by Armand,
serve.
finishing that one off in the middle. We had a little scoreboard malfunction, which seems to be fixed now, so we're
0-0-2.
able to keep track of the score better for you.
You know, since you brought it up, Dave, sometimes I see Facebook comments about the scoreboard and Pickleball TV, and we are honestly working so hard, and a lot of it is due to
0-0-1.
improvements that we're making and updates, and we're constantly trying to elevate everything that we're doing, and so that is causing occasionally
serve.
some issues. Just wanted to address that.
Yeah, we have pretty rough Wi-Fi
0-0-2.
speed here. I know I have a tough time getting my phone to work in here to get a signal, so that's part of the problem.
Side out.
But they seem to have it up and running again, which is great. Scoreboard seems accurate.
0-0-1. Point.
Chris and Armand are trying to find
1-0-1.
weaknesses in the defense of Klinger and Johnson, and sometimes the other team is just too good.
Point.
Flick off the net there for JW. It's bad enough that he has a great flick from both sides, but when it hits the nets and you have no
2-0-1.
chance, it's even tougher.
And that ball didn't even look attackable, so JW really doing some awesome things.
All right, we're back here at the
Time
Genius
in.
Bank
3-0-1.
Pickleball World Championships with CJ Klinger serving to Armand Bhatia, up 3-0. After winning game 2,
Point.
11-3. So they've been flashing that hand speed all match, and while Armand and Chris have shown certainly
4-0-1.
some moments of strong play, it's been pretty one-sided so far.
Point.
And they're losing these rallies, but this is absolutely the right strategy and a real learning experience for Haworth and Bhatia. So
5-0-1.
they're hitting baby soft dinks trying to play against one of the top teams on the PPA Tour. Nice shot there.
Second serve.
The next evolution for Bhatia and Haworth would be to turn these slow play stinking rallies into offense, and that's the difference here. They can hang in these
5-0-2.
rallies and not pop up the ball, but they can't create any offense out of these.
Side out.
Yeah, there's a situation where they certainly had in that rally, but JW dumps one into the net and
0-5-1.
turns the ball back over. Chance to get on the board here.
Second serve.
And you can probably hit that shot in India, Asia, PPA Tour. You cannot hit that shot at the World Championships.
Left. Reserve.
Yeah, these top, you know, I've seen, this is the third top 4 team I've seen today, and the hand speed of those top teams is just so much better than you typically are going to see.
Point.
You had Hayden and Fed flash their hand speed in the previous match, and now you're seeing the same thing out of Klinger and Johnson. Point goes long. I'm not sure if you can hear it in the background, but they have the hockey primer going on the championship court next to us, so that's what you're hearing in the background.
Oh yeah, they're feeling confident, walking with a little bit of a hop in their step. All these long dinking rallies, they really feel like we can start to hang with these guys. We can play this team close, and now they're starting to rip drives.
Another tremendous flick there by JW. We are on the round of 32 today. As a reminder, we are in the progressive format, so round of 16 tomorrow.
5-3-1.
Winner of this match goes to the round of 16.
Point. Six, 3-1. Second serve.
That's a great spot there by Haworth to speed it up to, normally it's dangerous to speed it up to JW's backhand, but he got him a little bit off guard there, leaning in the middle, and gets a point out of it. I should say a second serve out of it. Now they got the ball back, down 3.
Three, 6-1.
Nice. Wow. Armand's really starting to feel it now. 4-6.
4-6-1.
Look for any short return. They're going to rip the ball.
Second serve.
It's a little unlucky there again off the net.
Four, 6-2. Right out. Second serve. Six, 4-2. Side out.
Really well placed ball there from Chris Haworth. He timed it nicely. Goes straight away with it. He didn't cross court that ball like we mentioned earlier, so
4-6-1.
they get the ball back at 4-6. Wow.
Wow, that's beautiful. They're bringing the heat right now. They're doing a lot of bash and crash, which has been
Second serve.
They definitely have ramped up their aggressiveness here in the middle part of this game, and it's paid off, getting back to even.
Side out.
All right, so a nice run, and really JW and CJ need to try and keep the return of serve away from the forehand of Armand Bhatia and Chris Haworth. That was really key in those rallies.
6-6-1.
6-6-1.
Second serve.
That one just barely goes over. I think Chris thought he missed it, but it does clip the net and go over, and CJ couldn't handle it. Oh, wow.
Point.
So the Johnson and Klinger go back up by 1 here in the second game.
7-6-2.
Ooh.
Side out.
That was a nice attack from CJ Klinger right at Armand Bhatia, and a lot of players wouldn't be ready for it, but Armand was all over it.
6-7-1. Second serve.
It's a great flick again by JW. Just hits it about 2 inches from the baseline there.
6-7-2. Side out.
It's a nice pushback by Haworth and Bhatia, but Johnson and Klinger seem to be reacting themselves and are up 1. That one goes to Slong. Joined in the booth here by Luana Lulu Stanchu, who's joined us. No headset, so you won't hear from Lulu, but she's here in spirit.
Hi, guys.
That was Lulu saying hi. That one goes wide. I saw Lulu on championship court today with Tom Protzek's big upset over Jack Sock. I was yelling to Lulu, but you didn't hear me, Lulu, but big win for Tom, and they're actually up in their doubles match as well against Tyson McGuffin in the second game. Oh my.
Drives, a lot of crashing, counterattacks. We're not going to see those slow-paced neutral rallies, and so that has been really the difference between game 1 and game 2.
Second serve. Six out of 2. Side out.
Welcome everyone. We're back at the grandstand court here. Late in game 2 with JW Johnson and CJ Klinger leading 9-6 over Armand Bhatia and Chris Haworth.
Point.
First game was pretty one-sided. This game has been decidedly more even, with Haworth and Bhatia even at 6-6 for a moment, but now they're facing a match point at 10-6
10-6-1.
on the 1.
Point game.
And there it is. That's the match.
Really opportunistic attack there from JW Johnson to finish it off in game 2, but Haworth and Bhatia played really well as that match went on, and